Everything that involves you isn't about you. Hi, I'm Ed Riggins, but most people just call me Riggo, and welcome back to Thoughts for Thursday. Many years ago, Jon Kabat-Zinn brought mindfulness meditation to the University of Massachusetts Medical School. Here's this wonderful quote. "It's an occupational hazard of being packaged in a body. The whole universe is outside you, and you are obviously the center of it. So am I," close quotes. A common conversation I have with coaching clients, especially the younger ones, is about the fact that they sometimes personalize things and get their feelings hurt. They often find themselves in a conversation that obviously involves them, but then they mistakenly think the reaction of the other person is necessarily about them. In a meeting with a coaching client the other day, it became clear that he thought that a client being a jerk to him had anything to do with him. Now, it's possible my guy was doing a terrible job in the conversation, but based on his description, it's more likely the client had just gotten into a fight with their spouse or had a flat tire on the way to work or had to deal with some other negative event before the meeting. In a meeting with a different coaching client on a different day, it became obvious that she thought she should always expect people in business settings to be polite. Nope. I gave her examples of meetings I've had where people cut me off mid-sentence, dismissed what I said, or otherwise just generally acted like jerks. I also explained to her that often the assignments closed that we were discussing in those meetings where I felt people should have been nicer to me. I got my big, fat, well-earned paycheck, and suddenly all was forgiven. And those assignments closed partly because I kept my mouth shut and didn't make it about me. It's so easy to forget that others share our dilemma. Like us, they're packaged in a human body. Like us, they sometimes forget that they are not the center of things, but they nonetheless make themselves the center of things, and to the detriment of all concerned. Behind me is a view of the Tyrrhenian Sea from this beautiful resort in the Italian island of Capri. I don't mention this to boast, but to make a point. Thousands of conversations were involved in closing hundreds of assignments for dozens of clients in order to accumulate the wealth that generated the income to pay for this trip. All those conversations involved me, but few of them were about me. Many times along the way, my job was to keep a cool head, not personalize things, and use the right skills at the right time to lead everyone toward a solution to the problem at hand. Thanks for joining me.
Doors closed.